Welcome back to Pause Mongolia podcast. Last few years, I've been thinking a lot about longevity. It's become one of the most talked about topics in health and science. Everywhere you look, there are books, documentaries, podcasts, and research exploring the same question: how can we live longer and healthier lives? Personally, I've become interested in this topic myself. Over the past few years, I have changed many of my daily habits. I pay much more attention to my sleep. I changed the way I eat, and I usually stop eating much earlier in the day than I used to. I adopted a vegan lifestyle, and I exercise regularly, and I try to make choices that support both my physical and mental well-being. But we all know none of us can control everything. Life is unpredictable, and aging is a natural part of being alive. It's about improving the quality of the years we have. When scientists study human longevity, they generally point to three major factors. The first is genetics. Some people inherit genes that appear to protect them from certain diseases or allow them to stay healthier as they age. Researchers have identified genetic variations that may contribute to exceptional longevity, although this explains only part of the story. The second factor is lifestyle. This includes the food we eat, how much we move, whether we smoke, how much alcohol we drink, how well we sleep, how we manage stress, and the quality of our relationships. These are the choices we make every single day. The third factor is our environment. Clean air, safe neighborhoods, access to healthcare, education, nutritious food, green spaces, and even social support all influence our health throughout life. Our surroundings shape our opportunities to live well. These three factors, genetics, lifestyle, and environment, are deeply connected. We can't change our genes, but we have much more influence over our habits and the environments we create. But today I don't want to talk only about human longevity. As someone who spends much of my time thinking about animals, I began wondering something else. What can animals teach us about living longer? The answer turns out to be quite a lot. Scientists have discovered that the animal kingdom contains extraordinary examples of longevity. Some species live only a few weeks, others survive for centuries. Understanding why has become one of the most fascinating areas of biological research. Take the Greenland shark, for example. It is considered the longest living vertebrate known to science. Researchers estimated that some individuals may live for more than 400 years. How is that possible? Part of the answer seems to be its incredibly slow lifestyle. Greenland sharks grow very slowly, mature late, move slowly through cold Arctic waters, and have an extremely low metabolic rate. Scientists believe these factors contribute to their remarkable lifespan. Although there is still much we don't fully understand. Then there are bowhead whales. These magnificent Arctic whales can live for more than 200 years. Researchers have found that bowhead whales possess unusually effective mechanisms for DNA repair and resistance to certain age-related diseases. Their biology is helping scientists better understand healthy aging. On land, giant tortoises provide another remarkable example. Many giant tortoises regularly live well beyond 100 years. Some individuals have reached nearly 2 centuries. They don't seem to experience aging in exactly the same way humans do. Instead, many remain healthy and reproductively active for much of their lives. Scientists continue studying how their cells resist damage over time. Even elephants have something to teach us, although they don't live as long as Greenland sharks or giant tortoises. Elephants have evolved impressive natural defenses against cancer. They possess multiple copies of a tumor suppressor gene called TP53, giving damaged cells a greater chance of being eliminated before becoming cancerous. Researchers hope these discoveries may someday contribute to better cancer prevention in humans. What is fascinating is that every species seems to have solved the challenge of survival in a different way. There isn't one survival secret to longevity. Nature has developed many different solutions over millions of years of evolution, and perhaps that's an important lesson for us as well. Longevity isn't about finding one miracle pill or one perfect diet. It is about understanding that health is the result of many different systems working together. For generations, countless animals were used in biomedical research. Their use contributed to many areas of medical knowledge, but it is also came with profound ethical costs that continue to shape scientific debate today. Researchers also recognize that animal models have important scientific limitations. Many treatments that appear promising in animals ultimately fail during human clinical trials because human biology can respond very differently. That recognition has accelerated the development of new research methods, including human organoids, organs on chips, advanced computational biology, and AI-assisted drug discovery. If these technologies continue to mature, they may not only improve scientific accuracy, but also reduce reliance on animal models that would represent meaningful progress for both medicine and animal welfare. And if future longevity research increasingly relies on human-based technologies while producing knowledge that can later improve veterinary medicine, there is something deeply meaningful about that. As we come to the end of today's episode, I think one message stands out. Longevity isn't simply about adding more years to life. It's about creating the conditions that allow life to thrive. For humans, science tells us that genetics, lifestyle, and our environment all play important roles. While we can't change our genes, we can make daily choices that support our health, and we can help create healthier communities for ourselves and future generations. The same is true for animals. An animal's lifespan depends not only on biology, but also on the world we create around them. Clean habitats, nutritious food, good veterinary care, responsible human behavior, and healthy ecosystems all make a difference. Whether it's a companion animal in our home or wildlife living in nature, every species benefits from an environment where it can live safely and naturally. Perhaps that's one of the most important lessons longevity teaches us. Our health and the health of animals are deeply connected. When we care for the environment, protect biodiversity, and show compassion toward other living beings, we are creating a healthier future for everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider following the Pause Mongolia podcast on your favorite podcast platform and leaving a review. It really helps more people discover these conversations. Thank you so much for listening Pause Mongolia podcast. Follow this podcast, write a review, and share it with your friends and family. Together, we can grow this podcast and bring more awareness and compassion into the world.